It goes without saying that East Tennessee State University has such a tremendous impact on this region every day. And every doctor's office, every retail outlet, every phase of life, you're going to run into somebody who's a part of ETSU. In my line of work, I work side by side every day with people who came through this program and who are what they are professionally because of the excellent instruction and the various opportunities they got here. I don't think people realize it, but every time they turn on the television, every time they turn on the radio, every time they pick up a newspaper or a magazine that's generated in this area, they're seeing ETSU graduates at work in the communications field.
The broadcasting division area that we have, including radio, TV, filmmaking, is one of the best programs on our campus. So to sustain it, to have it go forward, to have it the best that we can offer, is what we want to do.
Ours is a story about a little program started and nurtured by a determined and much beloved old-school broadcaster that grew from almost nothing into a respected academic division that helps to staff the media outlets and TV and radio stations throughout East Tennessee. The broadcasting program at East Tennessee State University, now called Radio TV Film, was started by Tom Headley in 1969 and had such modest resources that early classes had to learn TV production with cardboard boxes instead of cameras.
Let me tell you, it was bare. It was tough, but more, I guess you could say Tom really kept the program going with basically nothing, you know. He taught. Sometimes with something that had been drawn on a piece of paper that served as a camera. He took his students, when he could, to WCYB and gave them some basic training there. You know, helped them to get the program moving along a little bit anyway. We found some 3/4-inch VTRs that we used, and that helped us a lot because they had some editing features on them, you know. Plus, every now and then, the administration here at the university would find a little extra money, and we could maybe get a new VCR, you know, or maybe a little camera. And we thought we were in hog heaven then.
Yeah, they took up the water.
I think one of the really cool things about Tom is we always felt welcome, and he was the example of hands-on. I mean, it seemed that he was here all the time, but you know, he was all in. Just made you want to give as much as he did, and that's how I came to love it.
I always remember Buster Grade. It was like the one thing that just put the fear of God in students here at ETSU.
One of the reasons I actually came to ETSU was because it was hands-on and you didn't have to wait to get on the equipment. A lot of places you go, you've got to be an upperclassman, a junior, maybe even a senior before you can jump on the equipment. And when I met with Tom Headley, who ran the department for 30+ years, he basically said if I wanted to do something, I could do it the exact day I stepped on campus, and they weren't lying.
Basically, this was my home in college, okay? This is where I was 90% of the time, except for lunch, you know.
It was nothing for somebody to just sit here, and we used to have a couch in the director's room, and nothing for somebody to sleep, and then somebody wake you up 2 or 3 in the morning, hey, I'm done. You would actually start working on your projects at 3 or 4 in the morning. Then the faculty comes in at 7, 8 in the morning, and they're looking at you, you know, how long were you here? Well, we haven't left you.
It wasn't so much about what took place in the classroom. Obviously, that was important. And I had great instructors here. But it was the hands-on things that I got to do, whether it be radio and television, that I think helped prepare me, not only for my job, but also for life.
Before I came, Tom was, of course, head of the Division of Broadcasting, and he taught most of the classes, and they had hired a temporary person, and Janet Oakes Stahl had come in to teach those classes. Well, she decided to leave, and they were looking for someone to be here a year. And then they opened up a tenure-track position in '94. I applied for it and got it, and I'm still here today. The radio stuff, I handed off to Candy Bryant when she came in, and I think that was around '95. And she became our radio guru or radio TV specialist, and so she took over the radio station.
I've been here a little more than 11 years now. So at that time, equipment-wise, we had one nonlinear editing system. We were still on 3/4 format, and I giggle about that because I always nicknamed it the clunk and chunk, because whenever you stuck a tape in, you'd hear a clunk and chunk, you know, and if you didn't hear that clunk and chunk, then you knew immediately something was wrong with that tape deck.
Despite the hard work and success of the RTVF program and its graduates over many years, the program faced extinction, but got a chance at new life thanks to federal stimulus dollars in 2010.
I think we were to a point in this digital era in which if we hadn't done it, had not, we could have lost accreditation. And to be top drawer, you need that accreditation. If we had lost that, then you and other students at whatever level would have chosen to go elsewhere, or we would have had to eliminate the whole program. Of course, to do everything, get it complete, the renovations on top of the equipment is a multi-million-dollar project.
This has been our mantra, you know, that we needed a new facility down here. And while the broadcast world has went through 4 different generations from the equipment that we had, we've leapfrogged those 4 generations, and now we're up to date. You know, currently today, we're actually setting better than some of the smaller TV stations in our market, which is wonderful for our students.
Okay.
Better. Can you hear me now?
Karissa. What person doesn't, when they're a little kid, dream of being on TV or being involved with TV or radio somehow?
I'd love to get into the voice work game.
I want to be in front of a camera.
I want to do something about the media area, maybe like the producer.
I would very much like to get into documentary filmmaking.
My dream job is to manage a radio station.
My dream job would be to become a screenwriter and a filmmaker.
I think I'd like to go into filmmaking.
I want to do something in film.
My ultimate goal would it'd definitely be production, I guess, radio production.
And then beyond that, I want to make more of a community impact by working with organizations that advocate for women's rights.
But as long as it's with radio, I'm all good. So.
What I'm excited about the changes in radio, TV, film is it will open up multiple opportunities, not only for radio, TV, film students, and for them it certainly helps move them into exciting areas like digital narrative and film, places we haven't been able to go as fully before, but also that it allows journalism, advertising, and public relations access to multimedia production and distribution studios and labs.
We want to keep doing what we've done for years, which is educate students, give them access to professional opportunities, and help to cultivate their unique voices. That's what the RTVF program has done for years, and that's what we want to continue to do.
We want the students in East Tennessee to have an opportunity to receive world-class training, world-class level production training here.
You are the link to the community, to the region. Everything you do is building further linkages. I don't know any other department, college, area on the campus that you do that day in and day out.
Here's the Edge Radio Alternative.
clouds rising, shore sign of rain. Get your old babe bonnet on, sweet little Liza Jane.
I got a big home in a pen, corn and feed and mud. All I need's a pretty little girl.